All right, guys, let's talk about it. So, when people are insecure, there's this thing that is called, I call it projection. I don't know what you would call it, right? Where people will try to project their own insecurities onto you. So, let's say, for example, they're skinny and they think that they're too skinny. They are going to project it onto you whether or not you are skinny. So if you're skinny, they're going to be like, boy, you need to say it to Maga, you need to put on like a weight and da 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 da. But they're not gonna speak of their own insecurities at that time. Okay? If you're fat, they'll probably say, boy, you're fat, you need to lose like a weight. As if you don't look good, as if you don't smell good, as if you're not nice. Okay? And if you're consistently around those people, what they will do is chip away at your self confidence in order to build their own. Let me repeat. They will chip away at your self confidence in order to build their own. Okay? So them a walk foot and you a drive, and every time them see in your car, they have something negative to say. Boy, from here drive the car, just hype so. Boy, you can't dirty though, you can't carry it go wash. Chipping away at your confidence. So every time you see them, you feel away now. Boy, it easier when you take bus. Cause remember when I take the bus, me have no problem, me can sleep. And no shut a driver them here. Instead of a driver, it's up in a traffic. Chipping away at your self-confidence. And it sounds like nothing and it sounds simple, but people do this consistently every day. And if it is that you're in an environment where somebody is consistently chipping away at your self confidence, you probably don't even realize until one day when you're driving, you start to feel weird. Like you start to feel tired, you start to feel annoyed, you probably even start to feel scared. And no matter one drive, I'm gonna take the bus. I'm telling you, it happens. Okay? You were fine with your little maga self. All of a sudden now you're looking at the mirror and you notice, oh, your body too flat, your breast too flat. You know what I mean? You were fine with your fat self. You're alright, your man love you how you stay, or your woman love you how you stay. All of a sudden now you're looking at the mirror and notice say you have 50 flaps. When the 50 flaps you did it all along and you were loving on yourself all along. Why? Because this person or these people kept chipping away at your self confidence by projecting their own insecurities. Now, how are you going to know that it is their own insecurities? You shut it down. You shut it down. And once you shut it down, you are going to realize that you weren't the issue. They were uncomfortable in their own skin and saw your comfort and decided that look, you cannot be comfortable if they are uncomfortable. Both of y'all gonna be uncomfortable. Okay? So if you ways in which you can shut it down, you can tell them point blank that listen, I'm fine with my big head. I'm fine with my maga foot. I'm fine with my big belly. Um, how does that affect you? You know, something, I don't know. It happens. It have to be as feisty as me, but whatever. So you shut it down, right? Well, however you shut things down, you shut it down. And you don't have to be disrespectful and you don't have to be rude. Some people, you can pull them aside and say, listen, I don't like when you do this. I prefer if you stop. If they did not stop, then you know that they were doing it on purpose and they are doing it to chip away at your self confidence so that you can feel some type of way about yourself. Okay? You just, I don't know, however you feel comfortable shutting it down, whether you want to tell them directly, whether you want to be nice, nasty, whatever, just shut it down. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you point out their insecurities, like you would say, for example, you're skinny and they're like, you're too maga and da 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 da. And you look at them and say something like, I did not know you were uncomfortable with your weight. That's shutting them right down. Okay? Now what that will do, it's gonna flip the script, that is one. And then within that same time frame or a little later, you are going to realize that they feel uncomfortable about themselves. How? Because they could not project their insecurities onto you, they are going to begin to talk about their own insecurities, whether in or out of your presence. And you're going to know. And you're going to realize that, shucks, this had nothing to do with me. It was all about them. So you will hear them telling somebody, boy, my too maga, me need to put on like a weight. Me I forgot start drink some supplement or some ensure. You know what I mean? You will hear them telling people, boy, you know, say, me start go gym from last year and I'll know me not lose no weight. Me barely lose 2 pounds. Remember, all along they never told anybody that they were going to the gym. All along they didn't say that they wanted to lose weight. But now that they cannot project their insecurities onto you, they cannot pull anything from you, and y'all can't be in the same insecure basket together. No, they are going to speak about their insecurities, right? So, as usual, that is just breaking it down into everyday language. Um, Keep your mind right, keep your attitude right, and don't let people project any negativity towards you or their insecurities. Flip the script or simply just dash it back on them without warning. Okay? Okay.